Hello, everybody. Thank you for the little dance we got going on there, Tanya. Super appreciate that. And welcome to the Initiative Order. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight to Fallout Rogue Radio. My name's Nate. I will be your overseer for this journey. And before we dive back into our game, let's go ahead and go around the table and meet our wonderful wastelanders for the evening, starting off with April, please.
Hi, everybody. My name is April Hill. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram, stiletto DM on Twitter. I am playing Ruby Rocket, who is a rootin' tootin' fire shooting Miss Handy unit. And yeah, I think we might be getting into some trouble tonight.
Who knows? We'll find out. Thank you so much. Let's throw it over to Jake.
Hello, everyone. I am Jake, also known as the RZA GP over on Twitch and Instagram as well. I am playing Tanya, the confused super mutant with a heart of gold. I don't know what you want to call Tanya, but Tanya's something. And now is looking forward to figuring out why Tanya floated above. And right now, Tanya thinks that they're God. Well, we'll see what happens.
Tanya is a goddamn national treasure. Thank you so much. Let's throw it over to Justin next.
All right, hi guys. I'm Justin. Tales of D and Dreams on Instagram, where I write poetry and things, and I'll be playing Zennin Jones, our mysterious sniper.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Let's go over to Logan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Logan Bose. I can be found at Logan M. Bose on Instagram. Tonight, I am playing Doc Hawthorne. He's just a harmless old man who doesn't understand why things keep blowing up around him. Doesn't really know how he got into it. And now, apparently, there's a giant ship in the sky. Things have gone very wrong for him today.
It's been a day. It's been a day for the good Doc. And last but certainly not least, Rose, please.
Hi, I'm Rose. I'm Ghost Adventures on Twitter and on Twitch. That's Ghost Adventures with a Q, not a G. I am still not Zach Baggins. But I am, however, Darby, who is a roller derby ghoul. And yeah, we're all a little perplexed as to why we're suddenly flying.
Well, maybe we'll find that out right now. Who knows? Who knows? I certainly don't. All right, so just a quick overview of where we currently sit with things. Last we left off, our group of wastelanders, you had all walked away from the nuclear explosion that was set off at the Family Fun Center. Following the radio signal coming off of the pit boy that is now being donned by Doc. Following this distress signal coming from a nearby vault, Vault 93, which was built over near a massive rock plateau landmark known as Table Rock. And you followed this the signal, making your way to what looked to be a cave of sorts that headed into the plateau. And you all decided to begin making your way through this area. As you approached, you were hit with this kind of foul stench floating through the air. Not quite certain what it is, as well as met with the sound of metal kind of clanking and banging around coming from within this cave. Upon entering through, you were all met with what can only be described as Bigfoot, just chilling in this cave, the Oregon cryptid. You all stumbled upon him, and immediately it unleashed its rage upon all of you, but luckily you were able to pull together and dispatch of this creature. Once it was put down, Doc, you decided to go through and skin this beast, and as you were skinning it, something odd that you had found is it seemed to have some kind of metal wiring, like some kind of metal mesh, almost either sewn in or fused to its muscle tissue. Not quite certain. It's a metal that none of you had really seen before, nothing that you're familiar with. But you pushed beyond this area and continued forward, where you eventually found the entrance into Vault 93. Tanya, you had decided to bring along the corpse of Bigfoot with you because dinner, why not?
Tanya hungry.
Making your way to the vault, you found that it was fairly simplistic, just a simple hallway leading to a double doorway with a staircase heading down, a staircase heading up, and a doorway separating the two. You first followed the stairwell up, heading to the overseer's office, where you found some notes regarding something being taken to the surface of Table Rock. You tried to go downstairs then at that point to make your way to the kitchen where you could cook up your freshly killed dinner. Unfortunately, from what you could tell, it seemed like that door was fused shut from the other side, with no way of currently opening it. Upon not being able to open this door, you made your way back up, opening the double doors, which revealed a large elevator shaft heading up. Well, got on board, took the elevator up to the top of Table Rock, where you found yourself under this massive metallic tower that's very similar to the Eiffel Tower, that you could tell was just a giant radio beam that was giving off this signal. At the top of this, you also found what appeared to be a stone altar of sorts, just situated just outside of this tower's ring. And you all kind of took this in and began just kind of wandering and looking about. Doc, making your way over to the edge, taking the beautiful scenery, lots of greens, and just the sight of nature taking back over, something you hadn't seen in quite some time. While the rest of you were just kind of exploring and taking in what you could. When all of a sudden, you found yourselves being lifted off the ground in almost a slight state of euphoria, as you slowly saw yourself being pulled up to some kind of massive metallic disc. You went up and the ground went further and further away from your feet. You were all met with this blinding white light. And where we pick up, you all wake up, bit of a daze and confusion. You can feel, well, for those of you who are humanoid, the sting of very cold metal on your bare skin. As you all kind of come to, we're going to start off with Zennin. You kind of wake up, your sight beginning to come back to you, as you feel just the stinging sensation of ice cold metal touching your bare back. You kind of look down and you can see that you have been stripped of all of your clothing with the exception of your undergarments. And you kind of look about and you see that you are in almost like an oval type room with kind of these circular walls around you that are just this blinding stark white color. You look up and you can see that there are just these circular lights just kind of going across the ceiling, very much evenly spaced out. And you look about, you can see your companions are currently passed out on the ground next to you. Ruby appears to kind of be shut down, kind of leaning up against one of the walls. And you can see that the only thing that stands out about these walls is one part of it almost appears to be some kind of energy field that is currently up. The actions are yours, Zennin. What would you like to do?
So, as he awakes and looks about the room, he's kind of trying to do it without moving the rest of his body. And if he doesn't really see anybody around there, then he'll actually sit up and then take it in.
All right.
Kind of trying to get up to his feet.
Okay. You begin slowly trying to get yourself up, trying to be as quiet as you possibly can, being in a super unknown location. Your joints feel very, very stiff. What I need from you is a survival perception. Be so kind.
Survival perception. That is no successes.
Okay. As you're kind of pulling yourself up to your feet, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary as you kind of look about, and you do see your 3 companions of Doc, Darby, and Tanya on the floor as well, passed out. Same situation, they've been stripped down to their undergarments, as well as Ruby, kind of just shut down in the corner. Not stripped of her paint, she's still totally fine, her bright, shiny red self sitting there.
He'll kind of quietly just kind of move over and grab whoever is, or like hold whoever's nearest to him on the arm and lightly shake them. You know, trying to stay quiet, but
Okay.
trying to wake somebody else.
Okay. Darby, you're laying there. You slowly begin to feel breath kind of coming back to you normally, and take a couple of deep breaths in. Your eyes are shut, and as you slowly open them, you realize that you're laying face down on the ground. And you just see kind of this pile, this small puddle of drool around where your head was at, just laying on this metallic floor. And you feel the slight touch of somebody grabbing onto you.
Oh, I'm just elbows flying just immediately. Like, you know, I've probably got drool because I've got missing pieces of my face. I've probably got drool it almost looks like I'm feral, right? Because I've just got drool and I'm just swinging.
And here. Stay quiet.
What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
I don't know where we are. Roll over, take a look.
Okay, I will blink and try and figure out where I am. I doubt that I will know or that I will figure it out, but
He says,
Yeah, it is.
quietly reach over and wake up Doc while you're at it too.
hell no, you wake him up. He's gonna stab someone.
That's why I was asking you to do it.
We don't have anything with us, right?
From what you can
Like-
tell, you have been stripped of everything except your undergarments. You have no equipment, no
God.
weapons. Your roller skates are gone at this point.
I feel naked without my skates. I don't care about the clothes, whatever. I'm gonna kick Doc his leg with my foot. I'm just gonna kind of kick him.
All right, and
Kicking
Doc,
an
you
old
do
man.
you do indeed
Yep.
feel your leg begin to kind of get tossed around a bit.
So coming awake, Doc is going to sit bolt upright, notice that he's naked, and say, "God damn it, not again."
Welcome to hell.
This ain't hell. Hell would be warm. What's the situation?
Not entirely sure. Woke up just a moment ago. Woke up Darby, who woke up you.
Well, I'd ask if we were dead, but if I were dead, it'd be warmer.
No, hell is other people, Doc.
You ain't lying, but this ain't what it looks like. Anyone know how to wake up a computer?
I love that the two most chaotic people are still the ones that y'all have not waken up. Just like
Almost
not
like
yet.
it was by
Not
design.
yet.
Yeah, we can pick our poison. Which one? Which one do we want to pick first?
Anyway, what do you? Some of my head must still be in a fog. I can't really. Bright lights. Can't get a good look around. How about you guys? See anything?
Sure.
You may both give me survival perception checks, if you will.
Okay. That should be 8. Yeah, that's 1 success.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see nothing without my glasses.
All right, no worries. Darby, you do indeed notice that on Zennin and Doc, as you're looking them over, they appear to have some fairly sizable holes kind of in their chest, almost to the point where it looks like a massive needle was at one point put in and pulled. It's not like a life-threatening size. It's not like a bullet hole or anything, but it looks to be like some kind of big pin went into their chests.
I just kind of point. What the hell is that? I'm pointing at. I guess I'm pointing at Zennin. But then I'd probably look over to Doc and see the same thing. I don't have that. Some. You guys, voodoo dolls or something? What's going on here?
If I had to, after it's been pointed out, if I had to take a guess, they stuck a needle in the two looked like they was expecting to look. Because all the rest of you are different.
Yeah, I'd like to see what kind of needle they try to put in Tanya.
Speaking of which, somebody needs to wake up Tanya. Somebody with know-how of computers ought to wake up the robot.
Nose goes. I'm
Which
touching
one?
the empty space where my nose would be.
The robot. Any of you know how to wake up a robot?
Threaten to steal from her.
Go for it.
Shit.
I know how to wake up myself, but can't.
I'll walk over and kick the tin can.
And Ruby, just as you're starting to come to and wake yourself up,
There's the modem sound. The modem sound, like early modem when you're trying to dial into the internet. Yes.
straight up dial up, and right as you start to get your surroundings about, you see Darby's foot coming straight for your eye sensor.
What the hell? Why are you kicking me? I thought I
How
was
about
floating
that?
up somewhere. I'm not
It
a
actually
basketball or a
worked.
kickball. What's it? The soccer ball? What the hell's going on
Oh,
here?
it's called kick the can. You kick the can as far as you can.
Not a can.
Might as well be. Wake up. Or
This
whatever.
place is awful shiny. Are we in the before times? Was it all a dream? Did I have a virus?
Nah, I don't think it's anything like that. Doc is floating near Tanya's ear, leans in really quietly, whispers, "Lunchtime."
Immediate moment. Eyes open, like laying on my back, sit up like the Undertaker from WWE, just like look over at Doc. You lied to me.
It's lunchtime. We just gotta go find you something to eat.
Where's my meat bag?
I don't know. I'd like to find everything that
I point at
got
Darby.
taken.
Like with my pincer, I point at Darby.
I
What?
walk up to Darby. Do you have my meat bag?
No, I'm stark naked. I'm barely wearing clothes. Where do you think I'm putting a meat bag?
You are the meat bag, darling.
I'm more like beef jerky, okay?
Yeah. It's
Why
true.
is this too clean?
Well, I said it wasn't before time, so
This is
Now,
confusion and familiarity go across Tanya's face.
I've heard enough radio programs to take a wild guess that the thing there, the bright light, is probably pretty painful, so we probably can't go out that way. And that leaves us a couple options. We can wait, which I'm not too fond of. I ain't got much time left. Or we can try going out a different way, he says, pointing at one of the walls. Like if, say, some of us tried to make the wall a lot less shiny and a lot more like a door.
Immediate, just like a slow, subtle turn to Doc. Just
Smile, nod.
look right at the wall that you're pointing at.
Wait.
Take a
We
few
don't
steps back.
know. We don't know what's on the other side of this door or wall or whatever the hell this is. Soup bowl. Don't matter. I don't think opening it up is a real good idea unless we're gonna shotgun out of here.
is there a
Okay.
door?
There's just the energy force field that is currently up. Aside from that, it is nothing but just stark white walls around.
Ruby doesn't fail
I'm gonna
things.
Stick my pincer through the force field.
You go and you try to put your pincer through the field. The second you touch it, you feel a bit of electricity kind of rush through your arm, kind of radiating through your body, to where you can't push your pincer through. Unfortunately, it just kind of like bounces off like it would be a regular one.
Her internal
Ooh, that was
language,
exhilarating.
She's going, woo!
like her language turns into a standard accent.
That felt rather good. Oh, I might do that again.
Oh, my.
Because the Mr.
What-
Handy units
what a
are usually
rush.
British.
Good to see you, Mom. Yeah.
Yes.
What's the last thing that everyone remembers?
Oh, I thought I was dying.
I was holding on to Bigfoot.
All
It was
right.
Bigfoot, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Big giant hairy man. Well, not
I
hairy
mean,
now,
seems
just
like a good name for it.
Hey,
I didn't get
the
a look
fact
at the
that
feet.
muscle
We all
and sinew.
remember that doesn't mean that that's all a dream and this is reality. But is this reality? I
It
don't
might be
get
just
it.
fantasy. Now, unless
Could be caught in a
someone has
landslide.
no escape. Although, speaking of escape, unless someone has a better idea, my suggestion is we stack up and let Tanya tear her way out.
Better open our eyes, look in our skies, and see. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
just a
there's-
poor boy.
Ah,
I need
nobody
no
loves-
sympathy.
honestly, it's the reaction of Nathan right now. You know what? I'm fine with this. This was like, so, no, I'm looking at the door and I'm just like, I kind of just point and look at you, Doc. I'm like, huh?
Point at the wall.
I take a few steps back where I'm like there, and then I am going to pain train towards the wall.
Pain train.
Okay.
Splat.
Pain train's coming. Woo, woo.
I'd like to see you get ejected, like out of an
If this is the way
airplane's
Tanya
toilet.
goes, Tanya lives a life to the fullest.
We need to give you a mini nuke, and then it could be. Oh well, we don't have any equipment, but you could be like one of the mini nuke suiciders.
Hell yeah.
super
Thing.
mutants.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Ooh, hated those things. When you heard that sound, you was just like, "Fuck," and you run.
Suddenly
I
just
start running, climbing upstairs. Like, nope. Yeah,
Okay.
just to make sure. Pain train, by the way. Again.
Yep.
Charge is a major action. I'm a super mutant, so I get that.
Yep.
I think it's what it is. This movie, it's mainly by an enemy within range. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just going to just run at this door and just.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt it.
So are you
But
running?
because obviously, if it does hit, it would be knocked prone. But obviously, unless I'm by knocked prone, I mean knocking the wall down by knocking it prone. I'm fine with that too.
So are you running at the wall or at the force field?
Is the wall covered by the force field?
No, so the walls kind of like come to an end, and then there's a force field between them. So if you go up to the force field, you can actually see through it out into a hallway.
Oh, okay. Oh God! What if I just run through the force field and then all of a sudden I go through it and just boom, hit the floor?
I will say you did see Ruby try to put her hand through it, and she was not able to.
Well, okay. I'm going to do an odd even roll just because of Tanya's. Okay. I'm like, maybe it's affected by metal, and I walk up to the force field.
Oh, Tanya.
And I'm going to do the tiny, like, giant hand finger and just kind of go. Boink.
I tried that. Oh, I'm back to me.
You're also metal. And I touched the force. Again, just a quick touch.
And you go to touch it, and it feels completely solid to you. As you go to touch it, and you feel just a slight spark of electricity as you pull your finger away.
Immediate. All right, and I go back to I run, get ready to step back, and I'm about to barrel to the wall. Go and try to hit the wall.
Okay, just
the wall that is pointed that's being pointed to me by Doc.
Yeah,
no, I cannot stress that enough. Not just a random wall.
Yeah. So just confirming, you are going to pain train into a wall.
I like to think that although very brief, Tanya is getting stir crazy and realizes this place is way too clean, and immediately is going to find a way out of here.
Have we been out long enough that we have reset our luck points and everything? Is this a new scene?
Yep, brand new scene.
Sweet.
Everything is reset. Yep.
Can I hold on? Let me make sure it's the right thing. Like, as you're preparing to do that, it's called where is it? I want to use it's not that. I want to gain information about the scene. I think I spend a luck point.
I believe so, yes. You can ask one question about the scene.
Yeah, like I want to gain information about the scene to where I think that you get to decide like what, like, so I'm going to spend a luck point and you get to, like, I'm trying to spend it to gain information about the scene. So you get to decide like something that I see or something that's useful if I spend a luck point.
Okay, perfect.
So it's like I find keys, ammo, something I need, weapons, just like something that's useful, that would be useful to us in the scene, because it seems like we are about to splat Tanya against
Yes, no
the
worries,
wall.
no worries. You are totally good. I will say that as you go over to the force field and you kind of feel that reverberation of electricity kind of pulse through you, you see Tanya come over and do the same thing, and you hear them begin to talk about this plan of charging into a wall. And as Tanya is about to take their place, you kind of start scanning the walls yourself, and you do see what appears to be kind of up above in the top left corner where the force field meets the wall. It does look like there could potentially be some kind of panel that could be pulled out.
Tanya, are you about to like splat yourself?
I'm putting myself, just kind of like measuring it and just like I'm taking a couple of steps, like 1, 2,
What are you doing?
and look, trying to figure out how many step runs it will take to get through the wall.
Are you trying to make yourself a pancake? Look up there. You see that? That's what they call one of them like air vent type things, maybe, or maybe it's like a panel that has like wiring or something.
How tall?
I don't think we can fit you through there, but maybe somebody can fit through there and get on the other side of this wall, or see where that goes to, or maybe we can pull that off.
How high is that up at the top?
Can you lift one of us up? Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
lift up?
Yeah,
like
I would just
Darby
be-
or Zenny.
I
or-
would
or
just look at it.
somebody?
I
Probably
would
not me.
probably-
I'll burn you.
No, I out of the 3, I think I would look at, and I would say I think Darby would be the smallest.
Zennin's actually a very small.
I was gonna say
Okay.
I might be lean because I'm literally missing muscle, but Zennin boy is gonna be a little string bean in comparison.
All right.
Zennin's a very small man.
I am me, and then I just kind of get down on all fours and just kind of like, all right, just climb on, and then I wait.
Zennin,
Guess
do you
I'm
climb on?
going up.
Okay.
And then once that Zennin is secured, all right, and then on three, and I just stand up.
Zennin kind of balancing up there.
Okay. Zennin, for you, go ahead. And
It's like Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
give me a just for the hell of it. Give me a athletics agility test here to try to balance on Tanya.
You know, it's great because I literally have the perk, small frame. I get to roll a d20
Perfect.
on agility balance stuff.
Perfect.
I don't have that. I'm glad.
Yeah, that worked out perfect.
Okay. One more time, what was it? Agility.
Agility and athletics. Yep.
That's going to be. I'll re-roll that one just in case. No, 1 success.
Okay. It's good enough. As you've been in several situations where the floor beneath you has shifted in some way, shape, or form. So this is nothing new to you. As Tanya immediately hulks up, you are on their shoulders, and easy enough able to see now this panel that's before you. There is a bit of a small gap in it that you look like you could probably reach in and pry off if you want to.
He'll kind of get his fingers in there and try to pry this piece off.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength athletics this time.
Strength athletics. This is gonna be bad. Oh, I actually rolled really well somehow. I had 1 success.
Okay. You get your fingers in there and you begin pulling on it and starts to give way to where it eventually snaps off. And you basically pull off this small metal plate, and what you see behind it is some electrical wiring. It looks to be like an electric box that's built into the wall that is powering this force field.
Any of you guys know what to do with this?
I point at Ruby. You're muted.
I lied. I
Huh?
can explode it. I ain't got much science. I ain't got much intelligence. But I know wiring and stuff beyond that. Like I know vehicles, and I know
mean-
weaponry and boom booms and stuff like that.
Sure. Stick your claw in there and just start snipping things until it explodes.
I don't know if I can get up there without assistance, and I might burn somebody if I do.
I point to Tanya.
If you don't want to, I can try to take a look at it. I'm not great with science, but I'm pretty good with wiring and most household things. That's why I call myself Doc.
Well,
Uh,
do that. You can. I'm already up here if you want to instruct me, or if you want to try to trade places.
Tanya, Can you hold me up too?
All right. And immediately just lower down, and then just kind of not. I do have both of you on my, like one on each shoulder.
Yep.
All right.
Jungle Gym.
Real quick, do you want me to roll a strength check with this?
Yep, strength athletics, please.
Wonderful. Okay.
I'll do the cheerleader, like the
I need to roll
in case they fall over behind.
Spotting them.
I need to roll less than 16, by the way.
You'll probably be fine.
Yeah, that's a 14
Probably.
and 13. 2 successes.
Perfect. Yeah.
There you go.
It's nothing to you holding up these two individuals.
All right. On the count of, and I just stand up.
All right.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you counted Tanya. Lean in and
What?
take a look.
All right, Doc. Science intelligence, if you'd be so kind.
Ugh.
If Tanya would have heard that, I think Tanya would have just shifted a little bit and made Doc
Do you
drop
think
to the floor.
Maybe Doc would be able to do any like repair, kind of.
Well, that's what I
instead?
was going to ask, if I
Yeah.
can do repair.
Yeah, certainly. I will allow repair for this.
Sure.
And then, is there any way I can kind of aid him?
2 successes.
Two successes.
Woo!
Don't
Never
You're
even-
good.
mind.
What else you got?
So, Doc,
Doc,
as you're
Go
kind of looking at this wiring, the wires themselves seem very, very well made. They almost have like this illuminating glow to the inner cables, and it's like they're surrounded by like a translucent cover. You currently see 3 of them in this box. And as you're kind of taking a look at them, you do notice that every now and then a flash of color happens in each wire. So there's a yellow one that goes by, a red one, and from your experience with repairing things, you generally want to pull the red and the yellow to turn something off.
It's colors.
All right, colorblind.
I'm most things blind. I'm old. As he leans in closer. And you said it changes color every so often?
Correct. The wires themselves, they stay the same color. They have like a white illuminating light running through them. But every so often, just a flash of color will run through each one. So it's not like the colors are changing. The wires, they're all staying the same color, if that makes sense. So there's one
Okay.
yellow, one red, one green.
Don't blow us all up.
I promise
I'm standing
nothing.
back here.
I promise no such thing. Wait for it, and then try to pull the red one when it's red.
Okay. The wire flashes red. You grab onto it, disconnect it. Nothing happens.
Not dead yet. Wait and pull the yellow when it flashes.
You take the yellow one. Once it flashes, grab on, pulling it. And you hear a low hum. And you see the force field kind of almost have like a static effect before it dissipates.
We dead yet?
I'm not so sure that we're not dead already.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm still sticking with the hell theory.
Yeah, we
I
wouldn't
mean-
all end up in the same hell.
Purgatory with this one. Points at Darby.
And there's another wire I could pull if you
Dang.
want me to try to blow it up. Like,
I think we're good. If we can walk through it, we're good.
all right, let's go, Tanya.
Yep, yep.
As Tanya would let them down, Zen would hang on the panel like that he pried off to try to rip it off the wall.
Okay. Easy enough as Tanya lets you go and you're kind of hanging on with all your weight. It is enough to pull it down entirely.
Tanya, would you mind trying to fold this into having a point so we have something to kind of poke things with?
Just grab it and just, I mean, I'll roll.
Strength
I'll roll a
athletics,
strength check.
Let's see if you can make
A 3 and a 6. That's 2 successes. Hell yes.
All right, you take this thing and you begin rolling it up like a burrito almost. However, kind of
Swan.
keeping it to like a bit of a cone shape to where one of the ends, it's not like super jagged, but it's sharp enough where if you poke something, it's probably going to be slightly uncomfortable.
If you punch someone full force with it, I'm sure they won't care if it's a proper weapon or not.
Now we got something.
Hmm.
And kind of. No, thank you, Tanya. Appreciate
I wish
it.
it were a little less bright.
Hey.
No, kind of moving towards where that force field was. Kind of put a hand out just in case. Kind of go through and then kind of work his way up to the hallway. Kind of peeking out.
Okay. Give me a perception survival check. You would?
Perception survival. Ooh, I'm gonna use a luck point to re-roll one of those. That was not good. That's still not good. I got no successes.
Oh.
Okay. You peek your
It was-
head
yeah.
down, looking down the hallway. As you look down to the left, it looks like the hallway comes to just a complete end. It's just another wall there. As you look to the right, though, the hallway continues on, and you can see what looks to be the same type of force field, just along the wall down the other side. Almost like it looks like there may be more of these containers that you are in lining this hallway.
Looks like there's more cells like these. As he kind of pops back in the room.
Be
We can-
surprised if there weren't.
If we can find a panel or something and we can get into it, we could do a whole prison break. Who knows what's behind these walls?
Us.
A
We
whole
were.
zoo.
Potentially the other vault dwellers.
Whatever did that thing to that man. What was his name? Jake?
Also that. You stay here, I'll go take a look.
Yeah. My stealth wasn't so stealthy last time. Or is that
I've-
just the fog of going to sleep for a bit?
All right, Doc, are you going to just kind of be peeking from the cell that you're in, or are you actually moving down the hallway to try to get a look inside these other cells?
Doc is kind of taking a little stroll down the hall, very quiet, very stealthy.
Okay.
Rolling on the number is still a success, right?
Yes. Yep.
Dos.
Okay, excellent.
Wow.
So you all see Doc kind of straighten himself up and begin just walking down the hall, bearing it all for whoever wants to see it.
I am too old for shame. I was
Uh,
going to say, bold of you to assume Doc wears underwear.
Fair enough.
They supplied you with some.
Does his flesh look normal from the bareness that we can see?
Ugh.
Actually, it's covered in scars and bullet wounds.
Human scarring? Not natural scarring?
Human scarring.
Okay.
Does anybody follow Doc, or is there anything you would like to do while you're waiting for it?
Looking around the room, we already looked for, our belongings,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Are there any more pieces of metal that look like maybe you could dig your fingers under and start peeling up? Like, is there any? I want to do like my little raider check. I'm looking for secret things, like any part in the wall that looks like it's not completely flesh. I'm sniffing.
Sure. Sniffing out another panel or anything else that you can get your hands on. Okay.
My little grubby hands on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Survival perception, if you'd be so kind.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, actually 2 successes.
Excellent.
That was-
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking through, you give the walls a solid inspection, Besides the one panel, you're not seeing anything. The floor itself is just like one solid sheet of metal. However, on the ceiling above, there are light sockets that you might be able to either pull the bulbs out of and maybe try to pull those apart a little bit. They have like metal rings around them with the light bulb situated in the center that you could potentially try to F with.
And so they're like the kind of like the cone shaped with like a little light bulb in the middle.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And is it hanging at all?
No, it looks like they're attached directly.
It's kind
to
of
the
flush.
ceiling. Yep.
Dang, I was like, Tanya with one of those is like a thing that she could spin and hit people with would be so cool. Light bulbs though. I could use some light bulbs. I'm gonna try and climb on Tanya without explaining anything to reach the light bulb above.
Like no words. Like I'm just standing there, and then you just kind of like grab. Okay.
Yes.
I think Tanya be like the foot. Oh, is there another opening up? Another opening up there.
Yeah, how many non-humans does it take to unscrew a light bulb? And I'm just gonna
You go up and you're grabbing these light bulbs, and you don't even have to untwist them. As you reach up and grab it, you realize it's almost like magnetically plunged into these sockets. So you reach up and you just pull down on it with enough force, and it pops right out.
Okay. Is it made out of glass, plastic? Like, what's going on here?
It feels like glass, and as you pull it out, it is still glowing in your...
Oh. Well, now I'm just standing on Tanya holding the light bulb. I hold it over Tanya's head. Maybe you'll get an idea.
I grab the light bulb.
Uncle Fester. Uncle Fester.
Put it in my mouth. Is this supposed to help?
Don't believe that's the lunch that Doc was talking about. Not yet.
I immediately shift the light bulb to the side of my mouth without using my hands and just go, fiber.
What you call light meal.
The jokes are all bad. They all of them throw them in the trash.
Low clap.
I'm gonna hop down. That's
I
all
always
I
knew
know.
Zennin was the bright one.
Is it dark in the room now?
It is a bit darker in here, not to the point where you're in complete darkness.
Mhm.
Though there's still a bit of light illuminating in from the hallway itself. Doc, as you are making your way down the hall and kind of looking through, you have a full clear view of these cells that are on either side of you as you're walking down. You continue through. The first two appear to be completely empty. Continue moving forward. The one on the left, about the third one down from your location. You look in, and you see 4 more of those giant ape-like humanoid creatures that are currently just in this room, that are just kind of like staring and just looking around the walls. One of them sees you walking by, and you see it just come kind of charging over and just slam right into the force field.
With 2 successes on stealth?
Thank you for reminding me, it does not notice you.
Mm-hmm.
Quieter than the night.
Mm-hmm. But you do see them just kind of looking around this room, a couple of them just kind of banging on the walls, trying to look for any way out, it seems.
They look like they're trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
About how many of these cells does it look like there are?
So down the left-hand side, you see about 5 of them. So you're on the third one now. There's 2 more on this side. And then besides yours on the right-hand side, there are 4 more.
All right. keep going. Doc wants to get a look. Ideally, he wants to stay hidden because whatever prison, there's always a jailer, and hopefully there's an equipment room that we can liberate. But first, we need to get the layout and see who else is here.
Sure. You continue on, and on the final cell on the right-hand side, you do see a couple humans in this cell. Same situation that you're currently in, where they are just in their undergarments. You look at them, and you see that they also have similar holes in their chest as the ones that you and Zen have. And it looks like these two are kind of just almost like they're huddled up towards the back of the room, and they seem to just be muttering to each other.
Crouch beside the cell to where I'm off to the side, and Doc is going to reach behind him and knock on the metal, specifically the tune to
Shaving a haircut.
say what? Yes, shaving a haircut.
Shaving it.
And just wait.
And
Tanya.
you wait for a moment, and you just hear them say, "The hell was that? Are they? That wouldn't be those guys, would it? Not done that before. They just come in and get us." And you just
Bop,
hear,
bop, bop, bop.
Tanya. No.
and then you wait a moment, and this time you do hear a. Hello?
What's your names? Very quietly.
I'm Justin. And this here's April.
I see. Where y'all from?
Oh, well, I'm from Arizona. And you hear April come in and just go, "Well, howdy. Name's April. I'm from Texas."
Oh, I'm going to get...
I mean, I talk like that here. Howdy, partner.
Ain't got no clue how we ended up in this here hunk of metal.
What year is it?
Well, hell, I don't really know.
What year was it?
21 something, I think.
I played on.
That's what I thought.
All
Alright, now, what do y'all do? Just for work?
Well, I was a bartender, and Justin kind of speaks up, and well, yeah, I was an influencer.
The hell's an influencer? Bartenders, I know, they do God's work, but influencers.
Well, yeah, I basically I do things to convince people to do similar things, you know.
I see. Alright, well,
People used
now
to call
listen-
me, you know, label me a con man or a con artist, but I don't like that term.
I see. Okay, well, listen, right now, as far as you're concerned, I'm the voice of God, and I want you to take a good look up at the top of your force field there, and look for a panel. Should be to one side. Do you see it?
And you see April just kind of smack Justin. See, I told you that was a panel up there.
Alright, now, one of y'all get on the other shoulder, and I'll talk you through how to get out.
Okay. And you see them kind of look at each other, and they just do rock, paper, scissors for a couple rounds to see who's going up and who's staying down. All right. April is climbing on Justin's shoulders.
Now there is after you get that panel off, you should see 3 wires. They blink colors every once in a while. Wait until the color's red and pull that one. Then wait until the color's yellow and pull that one. Careful.
I'm colorblind. Oh wait, that's not me. I'm just kidding. I'm not. Just kidding.
Right, well, I'm colorblind. Justin, maybe you should be doing this.
Bloody hell.
And you see them take a moment to switch positions. Justin now on top. And you see him struggle for a moment, but he does eventually get the panel open. Right, so I pulled the... They're all white.
Red.
You said they change colors?
Said they flash colors.
Right, okay. Which one first?
Red.
Red, okay. And you wait a moment and you see Justin pull a wire. From your position, you can't tell which one he pulled, but he pulled one.
Pull yellow.
Okay. And you wait a moment, he pulls the next one. And same situation on that static effect on the force shield, and it dissipates.
All right. Now go ahead. Do you know if you're the only ones here?
I think we might be, but I don't know. We had a couple others with us. Logan and Rose, they were here too, but I'm not sure. Haven't seen them in a while. Yeah, I think some of those little green dudes came and took them away at some point.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Come on out. We're gonna...
Did they say little green dudes? Like
Damn,
Tanya
put
Green?
robot here and...
Wait. Now, are you alone, or are there more of you?
Oh, I was coming down the hallway.
Oh, there's definitely more of me, but...
I'm coming down the hallway, like, trying to figure out where everybody's going. Where is
Well,
this?
shit, you got yourself a handy unit.
I defy you to tell her that, by all means.
Ain't nobody got me.
Sorry, didn't
I
mean
got
no.
myself.
Didn't mean none
I'm
offense
an
by
established
that.
business owner.
Well, good for you.
Around this time, I think Tanya would hear the talking, and then Tanya would just.
Oh
like,
yeah, they're not being quiet about this.
Yeah,
No.
just like we find something.
Found 2 people. April and Justin.
Hi. And Justin's just kind of staring up at you, Tanya.
That's
right.
Tanya. Don't
Right.
piss him off.
Zen kind of makes his way over as well.
Well, who's this
Oh, here
handsome
comes some
fella?
Here comes characterception. Let's go.
Hey, Rose. Or Darby.
I was
There it
waiting for that to
There it
happen.
is.
Oh my god.
Darby. Got some people want to meet you.
I'm gonna pull my same trick that I did before and kind of sneak behind the rest of them and then pop out and go, "Eh."
Tanya. Oh, wait.
April and Justin just kind of stand there and just kind of look at you and look at each other and look back at you like, is she always
Yeah,
like that?
We
And then
don't
Tanya,
get it either.
Tanya, there's an issue with that.
No, not at all. I'm just getting to know our new friends here.
Worked on your other friend.
This one's a bartender. This one's a dirty liar.
And Justin
Sounds
just kind of
about
looks at you.
right.
Whoa, hang on. Not a dirty liar. Again, influencer.
Yeah, let's
Sounds like just
not
fancy
mince
words for the same thing.
Tomato, potato. You know, it's the same. I mean, it's 2 different things.
And next you're gonna say that you, I don't know, play with cards and make things disappear.
I make
Some
things
silly
disappear.
things.
Well, I used to be an entertainer too, of sorts, doing some magic here and there to
Zen
get
will
by.
just like throw up his hands like,
Darby makes things disappear all the time.
Same.
Things
I
ain't
eat
hers.
things.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
different
like
than
a
being
light bulb.
unemployed like this guy.
Well, don't we
Oh.
all
I
eat
know.
things?
Yeah, this is Tanya. Tanya's a scientist. This is Darby. She's an upstanding citizen. And Zennin over here is a also an entertainer. And me, I'm a simple old man. So let's go see if we can find friends.
And I'm a firefighter.
Yeah, firefighter.
I like fire.
What?
Fighting.
That's so terrible of you.
What?
Fire's
I like
bad.
fire.
Fighting.
Is my flame refuel all gone, by the way?
You have been drained of all your flame refuel.
How
Fucking
dare
sucks.
they? They violated you for real.
They pulled a Darby on me.
You got siphoned.
I don't siphon gasoline out. Well, okay, not out of working units. Okay, that's a little bit harder
Yet.
to do.
Now, mind the big ape things. They're not nice, and it's hard to take them down. Who
I'm
else
sorry,
we got?
Big ape things?
Yeah, there's 4 of them that way. They'll eat you as soon as look at you. We're gonna
You killed
take a
one.
look and see if there's anyone else in here. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. And Justin just kind of looks at April and kind of like pulls her away for a second. And you can hear them kind of whispering to each other, trying to distance themselves from your group. But you pick up on a couple words, just like summer. I mean, shit. I don't think we got much of a choice right now. I just either that or we rot in this cell until the little green dudes come back.
You keep saying little green dudes like Tanya, but little
Well, I mean, not.
green like me, like metal people, but painted green.
No, they ain't metal. They're I mean, they're probably about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 feet tall, big green heads, giant eyes. I think we used to read comic books about them.
Dang. Makes you look tall.
I used to sell books,
He's
not
glitching
shop,
out.
Yeah,
with little green people in them.
Ruby
Man,
had
that
a
force
problem.
field did a little bit too much to Ruby. All robotic-like.
I used to sell comic books about little green people in my gas station back in the day, but those were them human stories that were entertainment. They ain't real. We must be dead. This is a bad place.
Justin kind of looks at you. I don't
hell.
think we're dead. I mean, I think we've been here for a while now, right? Right, April? I don't fucking know.
I keep wanting to respond to you every time you say my name.
At least he didn't call you April across the room.
I'm old. Leave me alone.
You're not that old.
All right, Doc, I will say, as you're kind of making your way back through the hallways, checking out these other cells, the other ones are completely empty with the exception of the 4 giant ape creatures.
Cool. We're alone. Wait, either you two know a fella named Jacob?
Oh, yeah. I think that he left the vault some time ago. Wait, no, I'm getting my brain scattered. Jacob. Nope.
I'm old enough to spot a lie.
No, that was genuinely Nathan forgetting April's from Texas, not from Oregon.
Okay.
So she would not have been in the same vault that Jake came from.
Okay. All right. Now, unless we want to offer ourselves as lunch, because I don't think
lunch.
we're not breaking out the big feet.
Said
That-
lunch.
Is that
We're
what we're
working on
calling
it,
them
Tanya.
now? We're calling them big feet.
I don't know.
What
You
else?
got a
What
better
other
name?
plural is there?
Giant monkey man. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Electro apes.
Bigfoot.
I like electro apes. Unless we want to let out the electro apes, well, we should probably take a look, see about over at this force field. I don't suppose there's a panel on the force field at the other end.
From the outside.
Maybe we could make friends with the electro apes.
From the
Wait,
outside.
didn't you take some pieces? Oh, darn, you don't have all the pieces that you took off of that one. You could disguise yourself as one. And maybe do another mating ritual, Tanya, and see if they would come with us.
Tanya's
What is
fursuit
Tanya's
is
mating
real.
ritual for one of these things? Just walk around and just kind of do one of these? Because, I mean, if that's going to be it, I'll do
It's
it.
where you go and you wrestle. You have to wrestle them.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
And
Pin their leg up to their ear.
at this point, everybody give me some survival perception checks here. If you would be
Okay.
so kind.
Wow.
There we go.
Perception.
2 successes.
One success.
Okay.
One success.
One success. Okay.
I actually rolled the
Failures.
left leg, left arm, torso dice, thinking that was one of my other d20s.
Nice.
So 6 and right leg.
Okay. Those of you with successes, down at the left side, the left end of the hallway, where it just turned into a wall, Doc, you weren't able to see anything down there. You see almost like a quick flash of light, and as it starts to dissipate, you see 2 creatures standing there. Only about 4 foot tall, massive green heads with these giant
Stealth.
black eyeballs. Okay, are you trying to like duck back into one of the cells?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, give me a stealth check.
2 successes.
Okay, as that light flashes through, you're able to quickly duck back. I will give you the choices where you want to be in the hallway. Do you want to be in April and Justin's cell or back in yours? Yours will be closest to where these creatures are coming in at.
Back in mine.
Okay. You jump back, and you get a fairly good view, and you can see that these creatures are wearing like these just striking silver jumpsuits, and they each appear to have what looks to be some kind of electrified baton hanging off their left side, and what almost looks to be like a toy blaster off their right sides. And you hear them kind of squeaking and talking to each other in a language that you have never heard in your life.
I want to wait for them to get past the cell, and then I want to come in behind one of them.
Okay. Everybody else, what are you all doing?
Kind of know that this is happening too.
Yeah, those who
Well-
succeeded, you would see this happening as well. You would have seen Doc quickly jump into his cell.
Why are you hiding? And then turn around.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? I think I would see these things and just go,
And you see one of them kind of look towards you and kind of tilt its head,
then I tilt it back.
and they tilt theirs back. And you see the other one that's with him kind of smack him in the chest. And it's almost like he comes back to his senses, and you just hear this like gibberish under their breath as they both pull out their electric batons and looking at you, Tanya.
They're so small.
I am going to sprint at them and pain train.
And Zennin is following along afterwards. Like
Okay.
he's got that piece of metal there, kind of like a
when
stiletto dagger.
when the alien kind of hit the other person's chest, I immediately did the same thing, just like, and then when I saw a point, and I just go, and then just start running at them.
Getting
as
ready
hard as I
to
can.
getting ready to pain train the Zetans. All right, love it, love it. And when we come back from our break, we will see how all this shit is gonna play out.
Oh.
So thank you all so much for joining us for the first half. We will be back here in about 5-10 minutes. So stretch, rehydrate, do all the good things. We'll see you back here shortly. Stick around. And welcome back, everybody. So, the situation we currently find ourselves in, Doc, you have bounced back into your cell as these two Zetins have appeared at the end of the hallway. Tanya, you had a moment with one of them before it kind of came to its senses. They've got their batons out as they are staring you down. And Tanya, Pain Train, whatever your last name is, what are you going to do here, Tanya? Please describe what this looks like for us.
Don't mind me as I roll these dice a little bit. Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Pretty much after the tilt, the arm, the chest, they look, smile. I just start by like taking one or two steps, like just regular walking, and then just bust into a run, and then I'm gonna go right for the middle. Obviously,
yeah, I'll say just... they're small enough to where you could get both of them with this.
There's two of them or three?
There's two of them.
Okay, I thought there was three of them for some reason. I'm sorry.
Just two.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I was right, and then just kind of just do a shout, just and then I just go. So I'm hoping for good things here. So strength athletics check with a difficulty of 2.
No, your rank is 2, correct? In it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I avoid that part. I'm sorry.
You're totally fine. You're totally good.
So the strength athletics check. All right. Yeah, those are as a 2 and a 12. So great, 2 successes.
12 successes. Okay, perfect. You're good. You're good.
And so at rank 2, I do get to add a d6 to and a stun damage effect to the damage inflicted.
Excellent. Okay, give me that damage.
So now I just gotta remember the damage for this is what again? I'm sorry.
Oh, you are fine. So it's gonna be, I believe it's just your unarmed.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So it's a 4, plus the damage. So I think I'm rolling 66.
4 for your unarmed plus the 2 for the. Yep.
So, okay. All right, that is. So I'm just going to do this here. 2 of these.
Okay.
And the stun effect. That's 4. I think I'm rolling the other 2 dice.
Okay.
And another stun effect and a miss. It looks like.
Okay. Perfect. So.
I just body both of them.
Perfect. Okay.
Double armbar, like a wrestling move, just both to the throat.
Yeah, Tanya, what does it look like as you catch these two off guard? They see you just suddenly charging, and you see one of them like go to yell something right as you get up on him.
Nice.
What would you like to do?
It's pretty much me running and then, like, again, both arms out like this and just, like, sandwiching between the two of them, trying to get them underneath my mass, and then just going to the floor with them, with using them as a mattress. Just
okay.
And then I just kind of look at them if I'm on. Obviously, I'm trying to, like, figure out if I'm on top of them where, like, their arms are pinned down, so it's just. Like, so they can't reach or do anything like that as much as I can. I'm sure they have one. They're going to kind of do whatever, but I'm just trying to keep them pinned to the ground, and I'm just, like, above their faces going, just trying to be as intimidating as all hell.
Okay, excellent. And what I will say is I will give everybody a reaction at this time, as they were not expecting you all to be out of your fucking cells. So we'll just go around. Ruby, anything you would like to do?
I am looking for I'm looking real quick to see if I see our stuff, specifically my fuel. Yeah, so I'm looking around to see if they're weaponry, or if they dropped their weapons since they are stunned.
Okay, give me a perception survival check if you would be so kind.
Okay. Ah, 2 successes.
Okay, excellent. With a quick look around, you do not see your own personal gear anywhere. You didn't see it in any of the cells. You don't see it out here in the hallway. But you do see that they have both dropped their batons on the ground as Tanya is currently shoving them down. And you do also notice that they each have a blaster at their side as well.
gonna go grab a blaster.
Okay. You go over, and right as they're going down, his baton falls to the side. He's not even paying attention, and easy enough, you sneak one of the blasters right off his hip. Let's go to Zennin. Any reactions from you?
Yeah, Zennin was running out behind Tanya. As Tanya just tackles him, Zennin takes this metal spike that he had Tanya fashion, and he's kind of slides in and is gonna take it, and like as Tanya like lands on them, they're kind of splayed out. One of their legs is sticking out. I'm gonna take this spike and slam it through their knee and take their leg.
It's like a cookie cutter.
You, my friend, are such
Yes.
a dick.
Just wait, the other one's coming. I'll get the other one too.
So, just fun fact: my D&D character lost both of his legs, and so now Justin is just taking this alien's
to
legs
my
too.
previous character.
All right, Justin. For this, give me a strength athletics check as you're coming down with this makeshift cone of doom right on this alien's
Is there
kneecap.
any
here.
way I can do with acrobatics, since I'm aiming for this specific target, coming in from a run? Get the momentum behind me.
Okay, I'll allow it. Give me an agility athletics.
Okay, that's going to be a critical success.
Okay. For
Goodbye,
this,
knees.
go ahead and roll me 4d6 if you would.
Okay. Got 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 5 and 6. Which is 2 damage and effects.
Perfect.
I don't know what effects would be.
The effect is indeed going to be you slamming down on this alien's leg. I ask you, left or right?
We're gonna go with right.
Okay. Tanya, as you're holding this creature down, Ruby, you pick its blaster up, and you see Zennin just hauling ass, taking this cone and jamming it straight into this alien's right kneecap. And you just see the cone go all the way through, tearing through his spacesuit. And you indeed see his flesh start to tear. With that, Doc, any reactions from you? They're just outside your cell at this point. You see all this going down.
Well, I mean, modify the original plan. Doc kind of appears from the shadows, takes the blaster that hasn't been claimed, presses it against the other alien's head, and pulls the trigger.
Point blank headshot with the alien blaster. Okay. I'm not even gonna make you roll to hit because you are point blank with this guy. So roll me 5d6 if you'd be so kind.
Oh. That would be 6 damage and 4 effects.
Okay. So you put this blaster right up against this alien's head and you squeeze down on the trigger. And you see it just fire out what almost looks to just be like a pure ball of radiation type energy just fire through. And just as it's about to make contact with the alien, it's almost like you see an invisible shield just kind of pop up around its head. To where your blaster effect doesn't have the type of effect that you think it would. Darby, any reactions from you?
I'm just
Hit him.
stunned
Works
by
better.
the violence of this group. But no, now, do we have socks? Did they leave us with socks?
Nope,
Or are we...
you are barefoot entirely.
Little grippy socks.
Yeah, we're in the insane asylum.
Oh, no,
You're not in hospital gowns with the
I
grippy
don't
socks.
have my
No.
roller skates.
It's so sad for you.
I wanted to slip and slide like I was.
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Risky business.
But I don't think I could do that with my bare feet. I think I would just go So, that's fine. I'll run over and collect one of the batons. Because you said that they
drop both
kind of-
batons. Yep.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab one of the batons. Maybe on Zennin's side, because Doc's on the other side, right?
Yes, you got Doc on one side, Zennin on the other,
Yes.
Tanya in the middle, Ruby holding
Okay.
a blaster to one, Doc holding a blaster to the other.
Oh, okay. So they're both taken care of. I'm gonna. Well, Doc's on one side, and Zennin and Ruby are on the other side. So I'll go on Doc's side then.
Okay.
I'll pick up the baton.
Mhm.
Whack 'em!
Now, yes. But I imagine these are one-handed. I can't wield it like it's a two-handed weapon.
I mean, if you want to give it a little oomph, you could dual wield it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
I will do that. I will use it like it's a small baseball bat instead of a baton. And then I'm gonna start whacking at this thing's torso.
Okay.
I assume that I can use Blitz because I'm making a melee attack when I move into the range of an opponent. So I'm gonna do that, and then because it's a two-handed melee weapon, does it count as a two-handed melee weapon, or am I just making it one?
You're just making it one. It's technically just a one-handed.
Damn. Okay, so it won't count for big leagues.
No, that perk won't come in play for this.
Gotcha. I got an 8 and a 7.
Okay, 2 successes, perfect. So you're gonna go ahead and roll me this one. 3d6 would be the regular damage plus anything from your perk, which I believe is another
Okay.
+1 for the blitz.
That's at rank 2, which
Gotcha.
I don't have.
Okay, perfect.
So it's 3.
3d6. Yep.
Yeah. So that's a 1, a 3, and a 5.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you take this baton and you see that there's almost like a little switch on the bottom of it. As you click on it, you see the tip of it begin to electrify, almost with just like the swirling ball of energy right on the top. You take it, you smack one of the aliens just right in its shoulder. It's still squirming and screaming, but it just looks more pissed off than anything. With that, we're going to go ahead and now jump to our initiative. Zennin, you are at the top of the round. What would you like to do?
After seeing how effective it was the first time,
Other knee.
just pulling it back out, going for the other knee, just two-handed, just down into the other knee.
Hell yes.
Athletics, agility.
Is there a way he could get like a bonus on this roll since this thing is technically pinned down under the mass of Tanya?
With
Yeah, I'm gonna
that,
use it.
we'll just make it to where you just need 1 success, not 2.
Oh, then I got a success then.
Okay, excellent. So roll me your
Okay.
damage on that.
That's gonna be 3 damage total, 2 effects.
Okay. Pulling this up, slamming it down on its other knee. Again, you see the spacesuit kind of tear, and you hear his bones kind of crunch underneath the weight of this thing coming down. This leg is still attached, but it is mangled to shit at this point. With that,
Won't be for long.
we're on to Doc. Actions for you, Doc.
So they're pretty immobilized, right?
Oh yeah, Tanya's got them pinned down. Like it's It's Tanya, I don't know how much you weigh as a super mutant, but these things look like they weigh 50 pounds soaking wet.
So, would I get the ninja damage since they can't move?
I will allow that, yeah.
Since the energy doesn't seem to be working, Doc just bashes it with the butt of the gun.
Okay.
Right in the head.
Right in the head.
Just
Give me
flips
your
it up,
attack roll.
catches it
Okay.
like a hammer. That is 1 success.
Okay, perfect. Give me the damage.
What's the damage for using this like a bludgeoning weapon?
Whatever your unarmed is gonna be.
Okay, cool. So 4 all told. 2 damage, 1 effect.
2 damage, 1 effect. Okay. Excellent. Alright, you take the butt of the gun, slamming it into this creature's head. You see that just as your hand's about to make contact, that shield starts to pop up again. And you slam into it, and you almost feel like the shield almost give just a touch underneath the weight of your fist hitting down onto it. It seems like these things' heads are fairly well protected. With that, we are on to Darby.
Okay, so these suits that they're wearing, do they have like a big zipper? Do they have like clasps? Is there anything going on there? Like what is the deal here? What is going on with their
Their suit action that they got going on?
Mm-hmm.
So from what you can tell, there are no zippers on the front. It looks like they kind of just pull them entirely on as just a one-piece type deal. And they have kind of like a belt type harness that's kind of crossed in the front and then wraps around their waist.
Hmm. I'm just wondering how much protection they're getting from these suits.
I mean, you've seen Zennin slam through and break through the suit with this. It seems like it's mainly their heads that are protected.
Okay. Does their fishbowl seem like it has any buttons around the neck?
You do see like one glowing light kind of situated just below where their chin would be, right on their chest.
Oh, I will take the stun gun and jab down as hard as I can.
Give me your attack roll.
Okay. It should be electrified because I haven't turned it off.
Yeah, perfect.
That is a 4 and a failure.
Okay, no worries. The 4 is good. So give me the damage on that.
That's 3d6? Or is it...
Correct, yes.
Okay. 2 and a 5.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know what the actual dice are supposed to be.
No, you're totally fine. Unless you have the actual ones, it gets a little confusing with the numbers. So you're totally fine. So you take the stun baton, pressing it down into this glowing light, and you see the creature kind of shake on the ground as if the electricity is just flowing through its body. And you see that light kind of turn off. So whatever you did seems to have interfered with whatever this mechanism is.
Okay. Can I knock the helmet off?
There is no actual physical helmet. It almost kind of appears as the attacks are coming in.
Oh, okay. I see.
With that, though, we are on to Tanya and Ruby. You are both up. I'll let you decide who goes first.
To be fair, I would let Ruby go ahead and go.
Okay.
Okay. What kind of weapon did I pick up?
You have an alien blaster. What you have?
Okay. 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 I'm gonna use aim as my minor action. And I'm gonna try to use it to shoot one of them. They're both still up.
Yeah, they're both still alive. Yep.
I'm gonna attempt to shoot one of them. So that's going to be, it's an energy weapon. Where is energy weapon perception? Oh god, I suck at that. Perception 8. That's gonna be 1 success.
Okay, good enough because Tanya does still have them kind of in
Oh,
place. So yep.
Torso, yeah, I'm aiming at their torso.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
cool.
Yep, you're good.
What's the damage on that?
It's going to
How
be
many?
5d6.
5. Okay, because I didn't see it. Oh, I have a perk that lets me re-roll 3 of my damage die, and I'm going to re-roll 3 of them because I got 2
Okay.
blanks.
No worries.
Oh, good. It changed my two of my blanks into weapon effects. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I got 5 damage plus 4 weapon effects.
Okay. Now, are you shooting the one that Zennin has chopped the legs off of, or are you shooting the one that Darby has just stunned?
Let's do the one that has no legs.
Okay.
Let's shoot Lieutenant Dan. For all my millennials out there that know Forrest Gump.
God,
Oh,
no legs,
man.
Lieutenant Dan.
And Alex, there's your TikTok moment. Okay. Firing through. Ruby, what does it look like as you dispatch this creature for us?
I see the little harness and I'm just going to well, it's not fire, but this'll do. And I pull the trigger and just energy just blasts through their tiny little green body, leaving a nice little hole in their chest cavity there.
And you see that hole all the way through to where you can see the metal floor underneath. And you can all, since you're all kind of close up to this, you can see that energy slowly starting to dissolve away. This creature, very similar to what you saw happening with Jake.
I might keep this. This is rather nice.
And with that, Tanya, your go. There's one left. What would you like to
I
do?
am planning on running my fist through the back of its head.
Jeez. Okay.
Yes, because the original goal is if I didn't let Ruby go, I was going to try and take both their heads and just smash them together.
Gotcha. Okay.
But honestly, now because I have them on top, I just bring my fists up, and then just shoulder up, and then just bring it down onto its face.
Give me an unarmed strike if you would be so kind.
All right, so it's strength unarmed, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm going to use a luck point to reroll that nat 20.
Oof. Smart.
That's better. 2 successes. A 4 and an 11.
Okay, give me the damage.
All right, that's going to be 6. So just 4, because it's unarmed, because I'm not using Pain Train with this. 4 damage, 1 condition.
Okay. Which doesn't
The
super
condition.
matter at this
The
point.
condition being dead.
The condition is death.
Darby has taken care of its helmet from being able to turn on and protect itself. So Tanya, what does it look like for us here?
Yeah. Again, like I mentioned, just pretty much, I think what it is I would take my non-dominant arm, hold down its shoulder, and then just bring out my right arm just as high as I can, and just with a loud just pop, and just I'm punching it and just keeping the fist in its skull, and just kind of just holding that, and then just for flavor, Tanya grabs whatever Tanya can grab out of its head and just lift up and holding whatever it is I'm holding on to. It could be brain matter.
Like
it could be
deboning
peanut
a
butter.
fish,
I don't know.
Just like the.
Yeah. And just.
And you see this thing's face just implode under the weight of Tanya's fists crashing through. And Tanya, you just grab onto what you can and you pull it out. And you are indeed just holding a bit of, looks to be brain matter. It seems to be dripping with this lime green type fluid that almost stings a touch. as it's trickling down your arm.
And just this, and then just against the floor, just I just, and I just take my hand and just kind of like see whatever this aliens, and just like wipe my hand off of it. So I'm just like,
All right, and you're able to wipe
And
off
then-
enough of the fluid before it starts to take effect.
yeah. And then I stand up, just, and then I immediately though just kind of look down turn around, look back and make sure everybody's there.
You turn around and you see Justin and April kind of standing at the back of the hallway, just like, well, shit, good job, y'all.
I'd like to think that it's just for comedic effect, but like we're both standing right beside this alien that just got decimated. So like, you know how in the cartoons the you get the splatter and then there's like the outline. There's like the Darby and then there's the Ruby outline on this wall, just like splattered in green.
Hell yeah.
I
When
love
we
it.
move, it's just a shape left. Sizzling.
Green is definitely not my color. I'm gonna
that's
need to
amazing.
get decontaminated.
Mhm.
All right. With that,
Where-
you are out of combat.
Where'd
That
these two come from?
Doc points. Is the force field still up? The one they walked through.
So they did not walk through a force field. They just appeared in like a flash of light.
Ah. Ooh. Well, we got clocks ticking because somebody's gonna miss these fellows soon.
And I
They
will say,
just showed up.
uh,
How?
as you ask how, I will say it's easy enough as you're all kind of around these creatures to see that they have some kind of, almost looks to be like an Apple Watch on their wrists that has
Beep beep beep.
like a
beep,
glowing,
beep.
Samsung.
like a glowing blue button on it.
Then I'll reach
Ruby,
down and
Ruby and
button.
Tanya immediately button.
It's
Yeah,
button boop.
But it's like I mean, to be fair, Tanya would be like, huh, and then again press.
We're all trying to fight for the button. Like, push the button.
No.
Okay. Just confirming you are pressing the button.
Oh
Death,
god.
death by
We're pressing the
button.
button.
Reach
Okay.
out, try to grab Tanya to stop the button press.
You also have Ruby reaching for a button too.
And Darby.
And Darby.
I'm not reaching for the button.
Oh, I thought you were too.
No,
It's
I was
ju- it's just
saying
Ruby
it's funny
and
that you're all,
Tanya.
that you're fighting super mutant versus pincher.
Yeah. It's going to turn into team chaos here pretty quick.
Yeah.
You both reach for the button. Your fingers, well, your finger and your pincer touching the screen at the same exact time. You get this weird tingling sensation.
Oh.
And it's almost like you feel yourselves bursting into several particles into thin air. And for a moment, it's like you no longer exist. Before you rematerialize, and you find yourself now in what seems to be a very large circular room with an entirely glass ceiling and dome built on top of it. You see before you this control panel that stretches out probably about 20 feet pressed directly upon the front of this dome. Situated just about 30 feet behind this control panel is this very luxurious looking, nicely upholstered red chair. And you see that at the controls there are several more of these Zennin type creatures kind of clicking away. And at the controls you can currently see 6 of them. As they all kind of stop and turn to look at you all. And you see the chair kind of slowly turn in your direction. And when we come back in 2 weeks, I will let you all know exactly what it is y'all are looking at.
Dun
So,
dun dun.
Well,
thank you
I just
all.
have one question before we
Sure.
finish for the night.
Sure.
Since Doc was reaching, did he go with them?
You did. You all went together
Oh,
because
okay.
you were all near this,
In that-
this
okay.
transporter.
Leaving
So
Zennin
all
and-
5 of
um,
us are there.
All 5 of you?
Okay.
That's what I'm
Justin,
asking.
I was worried that we were just it was going to be us two.
Justin
And we
and
were
April.
like, hey.
I know. I thought it was just gonna be Tanya and Ruby. Like, well, we're gonna have to deal with the consequences of our actions.
Justin and
Everybody
April
else
are not
shows
there,
up.
though.
You would honestly be fine. I feel like out of any of the two of us, that's probably the best, safest combination is you two.
The 2 tanks, you're
The
fine.
2 non-humans.
Yeah.
Like, well,
The rest
you were
of
also
us would be in
non-human.
trouble.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for joining us tonight for this funky little space adventure thing. We'll see you all back here in a couple weeks, but before we go, let's go ahead and go back around the table, introduce yourselves, plug yourselves where people can find you, all your projects, all that fun stuff. Let's go in reverse order this time, starting off with Rose, please.
Hi, again, I've been Darby, but I go by Rose Ghost Adventures on Twitter and on Twitch. That's Ghost Adventures with a Q, not a G. I am still not Zach Baggins. But you can catch me on Tuesdays playing with the Gamer Ghoul Gang. We've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley, which has been really fun. We also play together on Saturday nights over at Praetor's Rejects. And then I think we're coming back this week for more Weird Frontier over Pluto's channel, Pluto Cleric. Pluto being one of the TIO people now. Good job. Round of applause. But yeah, come check it out. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know when I'm going live.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And yes, we all love Pluto. They are absolutely fantastic person. Let's throw it over to Logan.
Hello, everyone. I've been Logan, portraying Doc Hawthorne tonight. I can be found at Logan Bose on Instagram, Akichiwe on Twitter, and I've got some exciting things coming up, so stay tuned.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's throw it over to Justin.
Hey guys, I'm Justin. I've been playing Zennin Jones. You can catch me in the vacuum of space because of what I just did to Nate's people. No, my Instagram is Tales of D and Dreams, where I write poetry and D&D stories. And just wanted to shout out my friends' D&D podcast. Their second episode just aired, and that is Roleplay Inc. There's really fun pirate campaign.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, Roleplay Inc. Check them out. Amazing folks over there. Let's throw it over to Jake, please.
Hey, that's me. I'm Jake, also known as the Richard GP, also known as Tanya. You can find me on Instagram and at Twitch and Twitter at the Rizzo GP. Do a lot of stuff for streaming right now. We're in the middle of our Extra Life push for the year. So we're doing more charity work, charity streams, and also up and coming voice actor. So if anybody's looking for anything, I can happily do it. My most recent work was the debuting of the season 2 trailer for Symborum. So if you recognize the voice in there, that was me. So by all means, if you're looking for anything, hit me up and we'll work together. It'll be fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And April, please.
I am April Hill. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram, stiletto DM on Twitter, and I'm the community manager for Modifius Entertainment. And if you like this game, we are playing Fallout 2D20. We have a new book launching very soon this next month called Winter of Adam. It's a new campaign book. It has 3 new character origins that you can play, such as Protectrons, Gen 3 synths, and Children of Adam. And we will also be streaming an actual play series on Modifius using this campaign book, with session 0 starting this next Monday on the Modifius Twitch channel. So you're going to want to check that out. It's going to be a fun time.
Yes, by all means, go check that out. It looks and sounds fucking amazing. I cannot wait for the next book. Truly. It's going to be super, super cool. As for myself, I am Nate Ridenauer. You can find me across, well, I guess just on Instagram mainly, at nride93. Might get back into doing some personal Twitch stuff, maybe. We'll see. Otherwise, you can just catch me here on the initiative order with my amazing friends. Where obviously, I am the overseer for this little journey. I am also the GM for our Symbarum campaign, which, as Jake had mentioned, we are heading into Season 2 in a few weeks. So super excited. Check that out. And I just want to shout out a few of our wonderful sponsors before we go. The wonderful folks who help us help you by giving out awesome discount codes to buy all the amazing TTRPG gear that you need for your gaming. Starting off with Session Zero Clothing, creators of some really cool TTRPG inspired streetwear. Oh my gosh, where is my script at? There it is. If you use code ORDER, you can get 15% off your purchase through their store. Next up, we've got one of our very own GMs, fantastic dude, Will of Arclight Court. If you use code TIO15, you can get 15% off your purchase through his store, Arclight Court. Check it out. Lots of cool stuff on there. And then we have a few amazing dice creators in our corner as well, because you need the math rocks to play games. So starting off, we've got the fantastic folks at Norse Foundry. If you use code TIO15, you get 15% off your purchase through their store. We've also got our wonderful friends at Mithril Armory. If you use code INITIATIVE, you can get 10% off your purchase through them. And last but certainly not least, another wonderful friend of the channel, Taryn of Umbral Oculus Dice, an amazing dice crafter who makes a ton of stunning handmade dice. I've got a couple sets myself. They are wonderful for players, cursed for game masters, but hey, it's alright. They are beautiful, shiny click-clacks. If you use code INITIATIVE, you get 10% off a full set of her dice. Highly recommend checking her stuff out. That's Umbral Oculus Dice. Aside from that, if you are watching and you are interested in joining the initiative order, whether as a player, a game master, just wanting to meet some amazing folks, we've got a Discord going around in the chat. Check that out. We run free-to-play community games every month. We have open calls for our streams. And it's just a great place. There's people from all walks of life, fans of all types of geekery, nerdy things. I'm losing words, y'all. Just come hang out with us. We're fun people. Anyway, that is all I've got for now, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to yourself. We will see you all next adventure. Night.
Chinook the Orgowick.